Hey everyone, welcome to Cybersecurity.io. Today we take a look at how to get started with stacks and learn how it helps us practice information security through threat emulation. Let's dive right in. Let's start the drive-by compromise stack. You can see that an environment is being created for you. Environment is an instance of a stack. All right, now we have the environment up and running. Let's see what we have here. First, we see a network graph, which is a visualization of the servers and services of the environment's infrastructure. These components are only for your environment and are totally isolated. Yeah, for this stack, you have one web server 2, RDBMs 3, a mocked interface of AWS 3, 4, Kali Linux desktop, and 5, a C2 server. The entry point section is where you get the initial info of the target to begin your reconnaissance and attack. The objectives of this environment are listed on the left side of the screen. You can follow any attack vector you want. At the end, you need to satisfy these objectives. Let's switch to the guide tab. You can also follow a guided approach to attack this target. Professionals can also take help from the guide. Since one of the main goals of Cybersecurity.io is to have the environment as realistic as possible with help of the in-depth emulation, you can use various attack vectors to compromise the stack. That guide follows a particular attack vector, and you can go with any other if you want, as long as you satisfy the objectives we saw earlier. Okay. Now, let's open the Kali Linux we get as a part of the environment, the desktop, directly accessible from the browser, and all the links or services mentioned anywhere in the environment are only accessible from within your Kali Linux box. Finally, let's take a look at the validator we have here. Validator runs checks to see if the state of the attack or defense is as expected based on the given instructions here. Validator assigns a score based on the successfully completed validations. Validation instructions consist checks similar to CTF, verifying if the objectives of the environment are satisfied or not. Unlike CTF, validator checks for end-to-end completion of the stack, which includes simulating a user to test if the environment objectives are implemented or not. Complex checks include verifying post-exploitation things such as the ransomware outputs and effectiveness. Validator is still in beta stage and will soon be stable. All right. Let's take a look at the target mentioned in the entry point. Here we have a URL of the target. Let's open this in the browser. Okay, the URL points to a website, which looks like a blogging platform. Let's check few things to know more about our target. There are few requests for static files, which I guess are served from a CDN. We also have an integrated terminal, which we can use along with the desktop. So let's run a few things and see. Since this is just a demo and a video to get started, I will be just taking you through the flow. Let's run with P, which is a simple vulnerability scanning tool we have on our Kali Linux. And let's scan the domain we have from the entry point. All right. I am going to leave this to you. And once you are done with your environment, you can terminate it from my environment section. That's it for getting started.